that people have to die. They don't have to die for you to recognize their greatness. But what's scary to me is that sometimes that's what it takes for a lot of people. I already knew of Prince. I already knew of his greatness, and I already knew of a lot of people that have died, whether it was their comedic presence or their comedic value, whatever it was, their musical value. But it's scary that people, it's like that Columbine effect. It's like people don't hear you until you get on some bullshit. And it's like you don't have to die for people to have to listen to you. But I mean, you already knew that I played like one Prince song in front of you, and I was just really trying to hear that song at that one time. But I didn't appreciate him, and I can't even say that I do appreciate him as much as I should right now. But I do recognize that something different than I did before, when I was just trying to listen to that one song that one time and just never really think about it again, because I thought he was gonna live to be 80 and, you know, be on whatever he was gonna be on later in his life. But that whole thing where I said some people are just living to die for other people. Some people's purpose are just to make an example for other people, and that's not. It's sad that people have to experience something so extreme as never coming back again, for you to really sit down and to observe their achievements. And it shouldn't be like that. And what's scary to me is about this whole situation is I know of Stevie Wonder's greatness. I think I know of so many other people's greatness. Amy Winehouse, Stevie Wonder, Tupac, Biggie, Jay-Z, fuck Kanye, whoever the fuck it has to be. But do I really know? I mean, you can't really expect somebody to sit down and recognize everybody's greatness, but what if there was no heaven? You know, what if you have to what's scary to me is the fact that there's millions, billions, not even millions. There's billions and billions and billions of people in this world. And there's millions of artists that have made a contribution to the world, that have made people's lives so much better. And it's going to take them to die for people to really hear them. That's scary to me. I don't want people to have to die for them to be somebody who matters in this world. That's scary. That's sad. And Prince has touched millions of people, obviously, because he's been making an album every year for the past fucking 40 years. So he's done his job. I mean, he's probably if he did sell, he sold one album for every person that's been born since he started making music. But that one person hasn't been born and learned his music at the same time, you know what I mean? But he had that ability to do that. And who's to say that didn't happen? Besides God. It's just, it's scary, it's real, and it's everything and nothing.
Quit living yourself.
It's beautiful and it's scary at the same time. It sucks. It sucks that Purple Rain had to be the #1 buy on iTunes because he died. Not because it was Prince's birthday, or not because, you know what, it's Prince Appreciation Day, or you know what, they played Purple Rain on MTV and everybody was like, you know what, this guy's actually the shit. I didn't know shit about Prince like that. I knew this is the music that my mom played when we skipped church that weekend and we just cleaned up the whole house, and she just went on Prince-a-thon it up that day. I don't want, like, it's so many people that could be, everybody's gonna die one day. And that's what sucks about life and death. I mean, you can't appreciate everybody every day, but you can and you should. Mary J. Blige has changed millions of people's lives. Stevie Wonder has changed millions of people's lives. Michael Jackson, fucking actors, actresses. And it's just not enough time to appreciate not only the people who have touched millions of people's lives at one time, but there's just not enough time to recognize everybody and to say and to show love because of whatever. Maybe that's probably where technology comes in. That's probably why people catfish people. Let's not even go into that. It takes too much of an extreme amount of energy to let one person know that they really matter and that they really could have done some shit. Nobody cares until the most extreme thing happens to you. And I don't, it's not fun, it's not fair. But it always, just like you said, the action of non-action. And that's what the whole Gandhi, what'd you say? He threatened people with fasting. Mm-hmm. The cool thing about Prince was, though, he didn't die. He either got killed or he committed suicide. He was an atomic bomb. He was a ticking time bomb, I mean. He didn't die. He committed suicide. He worked too hard. They called James Brown the hardest working man in the music industry before he died because of his showmanship. He always put 100% into his shows every time until he died. And you can't, right? If you put out a new album, I think I counted about 30 albums. You know how much time it takes for me to put into a mixtape that I'm really insecure about? That shit's fucking tiring. He put that much energy into not only laying vocals, he wasn't rapping, he was singing. He was playing instruments. He was orchestrating his music. He was hiring people, firing people, paying people to show up, fucking taxing people for showing up late, paying people overtime, making sure the shit was perfect for my mom's whole lifetime, plus me. That is a lot of goddamn work. Prince didn't die. He committed suicide because he loved music and he thought that he could just, I don't know what he was thinking. That was his drug. That's the only thing. People put that much energy into doing shit that they're not supposed to do. And he did it. And I really, that is an honorable, noble ass death. Because he knew he was changing people's lives with every song that he made. And that's awesome. And that's honorable, and that's, I don't even, my vocabulary is not even extensive enough to express the amount of respect that I have for that. I only know, I probably recognizable, probably 20 songs at the most. Out of 1,000 fucking songs that he made, literally 1,000 songs. Well, that's all I have to say, I guess.